Sir, on behalf of Atlanta Incubation Center Coffee Board, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Aswik. Thank you, Praveen. And thank you all the participants for joining us early in the Tuesday morning. Uh, as in from the last estates of Karnataka to your cup, Get Coffee is not just a brand. What you see, it's a legacy which is brewed with a passion and precision. So I am Akshay Mehta, a third generation coffee roaster for you, and I'm here to take you through my small flavorful journey towards the world of coffee, what I have experienced and what I come through, and how startup what we have created across. Thank you for joining in. So we hail from a small town called Madhugiri in Tumkur district. So it's completely a remote area for coffee. So Tumkur district, where it is completely almost towards a burden land by then. So established in 1956 by my grandfather and his brothers. So and their legacy was continued by my parents and my uncles. It's as I said, I am a third generation roaster. We carry a lot of roasting experience and retailing experience. So as an roasting experience, I personally have an experience of about 16 to 17 years way from my school days of 9th standard. So I was right into my store. Uh, every evening, once I complete my school, I complete my homework and then join in with my father in retailing. So that's how I have been almost into coffee retailing assets. So that's how I get an experience towards retailing. And once I completed my degree in 2008, so I wanted to continue the same legacy of coffee, the passion towards coffee. So by then I had my brand named as Get Coffee. So, but my incubation towards Get Coffee or what we say, the incorporation systems, everything got into place in 2017. So that's where I started with my brand as Get Coffee in 2017. But for me, roasting is the major challenge where as a new entrepreneur, uh, retailing is one big challenge, whereas the roasting is the second challenge for us to complete. So learning and when I say I started about 17 years ago in roasting, so by then there was no as such as a big profile roasters. There were no huge uh, uh, what we say and technology involved roasting systems. Maybe it was there, but for us in an hands-on experience, it was very tough to manage. But what the systems we had, it was way helpful for me. I learned through systems from the machine which was manufactured in 1948, and to be frank, we still use the machine. So that's how we started. So that's how I get an good experience towards roasting. So to say I have an better control towards the machine which I use from 1948 and the machine which we use from 2024 as well. So the best thing is like I tend to learn about roasting and to precisely say I have a love towards roasting as an the more towards retailing. Roasting is my best love towards coffee. And as I said, we had our incorporation of Mira's Foods as a private limited company in 2017, just to get our brand as Get Coffee into life. And since we wanted to grow further and grow upward, scale up, so we wanted to get into a private limited company so that it will be much more easier to have a better journey towards achieving our goals a little in faster as such. So to say, so what would we do in being in as a brand is Get Coffee? So initially, my idea is to collect all the coffee data, put it into a website as getcoffee.in, and get everybody's coffees into one place, all the machineries into one place, and to be a one-stop solution for the entire coffee journey. But as I said, the 2008 idea for me was little challenging to reach every person of coffee. So in meantime, by the time I incorporated, I had a different idea and idea towards achieving Get Coffee as a goal. So what we did, we built a truck. So completely we had our grinding unit. We had a grinder, we had a scale, we had a sealing machine, we had everything what is required to have to deliver you a fresh grind of coffee. So what we did, we managed to market towards standing promoting to the customers near a park or near office spaces and all these areas in Bangalore South area where we started. So by then we had attraction about we did this what we say an experiment kind for about initially about 2 months. In these 2 months, we gained about around 400 to 500 customers only through a smaller walk-ins or display systems. So what we actually did was like you as a customer give us a call. We come to your place. We grind the coffees in our truck right in front of you and deliver it to you right there, so that you don't have to wait to like once coffees are over in your house, so you don't have to blame somebody for not getting coffees home. So generally in the south part of Bangalore, what we generally see is like every day when you want to prepare a small cup of coffee or when you want to prepare the decoction, that's when my mother sees there is no coffee powder in the box. So that's when she starts scolding my daddy. You don't get the coffee powder in time. I have been telling you like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So that's where we come in to help you guys. All the mummies, give us a call. We'll come to your place. Don't wait for your uh, partner to get the coffees home. We'll come to your house. We'll grind fresh coffees for you. We'll deliver it to you immediately. And the best part is we'll not suggest you what to take. We'll ask you what your requirement is. So depending on your requirement, like if you need the flavorful coffees and less of chicory or less strongness and the coffee flavor to be more, or if you want your uh, strongness to be more and you want the aftertaste to be better, so we will customize the blend right in front of you. So there is nothing that you have to pick something from the store, buy the prescribed thing, or buy something which is already there in the store. So that is where we come into picture to help you guys to get the freshest coffees. And then that's how we reached. And we did this for about 2.5 years now as a pilot project. And then what we did, so the main thing was like, if I come to your place, there is one customer who calls us, we come to your place, and due to the aroma spread while we are grinding, there are few other people, they want to experience what's happening and they wanted to see. So that's how somebody in the way also comes in. And also and you as a customer also be a marketing for us. You say, hey, this coffee is nice, let's join our picking up coffee powder from Yella. So that's how we gained our traction of about 1,500 customers in about 2 years in this pilot project. So when we started, it was completely about a diesel truck and a petrol generator. That's what we used. So now we are looking towards getting it to a sustainable manner, towards getting an electric truck and operating our machines completely on an electrical basis. So that will help us in keeping our pollution free and having control towards carbon emissions towards as well. And as I said, and our other engagement programs are to be participating in what we say around promotional events and all these places also what we wanted to gather around. And so just briefly, I want to show you what were the products what we were doing. I'll just post in my presentation. So to be an example, this is how we did our grinding unit. We carried the truck. We had all the beans in the boxes behind. We did grind. We packed the coffee, sealed it, and gave it to the customers right in front of them, so that you enjoy your fresh cup of coffee every minute. And this is our packaging as such. And Udayam is one of the newest product, and where it is again to the shelf, but it is always freshly ground, packed, and sent to the retailer. And we make sure that retailer does not hold the package more than 7 days. So once we ship it to them, it doesn't hold for more than 7 days. That is what our challenge is. And mostly towards when we are selling through Amazon or GeoMart or Flipkart. So every order is freshly ground when there is a fresh order coming in. So that even we are not sending our coffees to the FBA, whereas fulfillment centers by Amazon, we don't send it to them and ask them to ship it. We keep our coffees freshly ground. So if there is an order from Gujarat, I usually get an order from Gujarat as well. So I freshly grind it for them and then pack it and send it. So that's how we want to deliver a fresh ground every time. And Royal Aroma is a one blend, is completely of Arabica seeds for the pure coffee, and Golden Aroma is one blend which is a blend of Arabica and Robusta seeds for the pure experience. And we would like to introduce our new products on the market, that's Amalgam, to give you an enlightenment towards morning coffees. And Arambam, again, it makes you fresh, the coffee blend keeps you refreshed every morning. So that's how we want to take your coffee journey in the mornings to be fresh, clean, and flavorful. And you need to enjoy, and you need to have your coffee a day a better start. And I would like to also introduce my newest product towards tea. That's a green tea. That's natural. Tea darbar is what we call for, because we want to look in towards being in royalistic approach towards coffee and tea. So we call it as tea darbar. We have two products as green tea and natural leaf tea. So as I reach the end of my aromatic journey, and just a brief about what we did and how we did. So please remember that every sip of Get Coffee is a sip of tradition, innovation, promise towards the quality what we generate towards our from the generations what we have done. And thank you for listening to me for this time. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I think our participants might be having few questions. I want you to please be with us till the end of the session.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes, I think Mr. Sandeep.
Yeah, we will take all the questions after the second speaker also complete their session. We will have exclusive 20 minutes at the end of the session. Okay, we can have it there. Now we can welcome the second speaker of the day.
Sure, sir. Sure. Yeah. Dear participants, so we have our second speaker, Dr. Uma Ullas Pradhan. So as I already told, like she is the founder of Nanocentrics Private Limited. So just to give a brief introduction about her, Dr. Uma Ullas Pradhan is an alumnus of the University of Mysore, and she holds a PhD in electronics and is currently working as a principal research scientist at the Center of a Center for Incubation, Innovation, Research and Consultancy, that is CIRC. It is a scientific and industrial organization recognized by DSIR, Government of India, and an initiative of Sri Sharda Peetham Sringeri. She has over 26 years of academic research, consultancy, and entrepreneurship experience. Her core areas of work include nanomaterial-based coatings, sensors, and developing biomedical devices. She is actively involved with many industries for various product development initiatives and has numerous research publications, book chapters in national and international journals, beside patents to her credit. She has developed more than 15 products such as fire retardant cement, nano-conductive inks for printing of electronic circuits, coatings for the cosmetic industry, all-purpose fire extinguisher, bioplastic containers, and others. She is also the co-founder of a startup, as I already mentioned, Nanocentrics, and recipient of the Karnataka Elevate Entrepreneurship Grant for the development of printing inks from food residue, and NAVIC, Government of India Entrepreneurship Grant for the development of biodegradable tableware. She has also successfully interfaced biology and electronics, resulting in the development of novel nano biosensors for rapid detection of diseases. Uh, Additionally, she has also been a courtesy professor at Florida International University. I welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of Atal Incubation Center Coffee Board. Now, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Sorry, I had a small technical difficulty in joining in the beginning. If you can share my PPT, it will be
sure, ma'am. Sure.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Vaishnavi, can you please share the PPT?
Yeah. Good morning, all. As I was introduced as Dr. Uma, you can always mention as Uma. I'll be very comfortable with that. Yeah. So I am the founder director of Nanocentrics Private Limited, which has a tagline, making innovations affordable. So I believe when I say I, it is only Nanocentrics and it is not Uma. So I believe in making innovations affordable and making the innovations reach the market at a reachable cost. So my talk will be a little more technical than the previous one. I'm sorry for that. And I'll be talking a little about Nanocentrics and the products, and then directly go into the coffee-based product which I have developed, and it is ready for the to go and take it into the market. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, so the focus area for Nanocentrics is nanotechnology-based products. I will briefly let you know about the various products we develop in Nanocentrics and what are the market-ready products also. We have categorized our products into technical and non-technical, and also we believe in waste to wealth approach. So we have developed some biodegradable polymers, agarbattis from temple flowers, and cow dung logs as well. And I'll be mainly talking about the biodegradable tableware from coffee grounds. I'm sorry, I am a odd woman out here because I don't come from a coffee background, but still I fit in here in this talk because I am basically concerned about waste to wealth approach using coffee grounds. I also talk about little challenges and how we overcame these challenges and what are the outcomes of these challenges. Next slide, please. So a brief introduction of my company, Nanocentrics Private Limited. Me, the founder director, Uma Ullas Pradhan, and co-founder is Dr. C.V. Mohan. And Private Limited was established in 2021, and we firmly believe in taking the research to the market. And the company has 3 patents as for now. The core team, next slide, please. So as I was mentioning, I'm the founder director. Dr. C.B. Mohan is the co-founder, and Dr. Krishna Venkatesh, who is the founder director of CIRC, the center where I work as a principal research scientist, is our mentor. And Dr. Krishna Venkatesh has helped us in every manner, in hand holding, motivation, and I can proudly say that what Nanocentrics is now is because of our mentor, Dr. Krishna Venkatesh. Additionally, we have a development team, a marketing team, and a research team as well. Next slide, please. So to take you through the products of our company or the startup Nanocentrics, we have nano coatings, which include a lot number of coatings which cater to various industries like automotive industries, the construction industry, and so on. And heat insulating cement, which is in the last stage of validation and it is ready to go to the market, is a smart cement, which gives heat insulation. And fire extinguishers, this is a unique fire extinguisher which is water based, and this is basically developed for EVs and forest fires. We also have printed conductive inks and printed electronics and sensors, so this caters to the automotive industries. Then anti-corrosive coatings for marine applications. Basically, we developed this for Bombay shipping industry, and this has given more efficiency than the existing zinc coating, which is being extensively used in marine applications. And also, as for the social cause, we have agarbattis from temple flowers. To tell you a little more about this, basically we started producing agarbattis from temple flowers to donate it to the mud, back to the mud. But we used to lit agarbattis as and when we produce it in our lab. So the aroma of these agarbattis have brought customers, and we will be shortly exporting these agarbattis to Nepal as well. Then one more what do you say, a product to cater to the hospitality industries is toothpaste tablets. So next slide, please. So to begin with our coffee-based products, the problem, I will not say it is a problem. I have a short story to share behind this. So when I visited a very reputed coffee center, and I was casually talking about them, and I saw that they were discarding the waste coffee and tea powder along with the other waste generated, and they said, since they knew that I come from a science background, they said, if you want coffee or tea powder, I will give it to you for free, and see if you can do something with that. So actually they were paying BP I was told to discard all this coffee waste. And this problem stuck me, and I was thinking what to do or how to recycle or valorize this coffee waste. And also I came across we all know that plastic is a big problem, and since plastic is getting banned everywhere, I was thinking whether this coffee waste can be somehow converted into a usable product. So to address these two solutions, I started working on it extensively, and after a lot of research and hard work, I was able to bring out products which can cater to both industrial applications and household applications. That is how we started the journey of biodegradable polymers with its applications from coffee waste. So these are the products which are being developed right now. It can be coffee cups, coffee mugs, soup bowls, food packaging boxes, cutlery and straws, and I am now currently working on making water bottles out of this coffee grounds. So this is the process cycle. Towards your right hand side, you can see the process cycle of the coffee grounds. So coffee grounds are collected from hotel outlets, eateries, and so on. These are pre-processed, and these are mixed with bio-based binders, biopolymers. These are made into pellets, which are injection molded into any shape and size. So next slide, please. So there were few challenges which we faced in the beginning, and also as we were developing the product. So collection of coffee grounds was a challenge, because we were not able to collect those quantity of coffee grounds which are required from a single outlet. So we had to go convince people to separate or segregate the coffee grounds with the other waste and give them collection bins, and then request them to give it to us. That was one. And collection also from going from place to place was an issue in the beginning, but we have come out of it now. Then finding people for compounding and injection molding was also a problem, because we are presently using the current injection molding machine and the compounding machine, which are used for plastic injection molding purposes. But when we went with a newer material, people were really reluctant and to use or to give us trials, because they felt that the new material, firstly, will stop their production. Secondly, they will hamper their existing technology, infrastructure also. So we had to convince them to give us trials, and some of them agreed and some of them did not agree. But somehow we managed to take some trials, and then we had to manipulate the properties of the materials to be able to injection mold using the same infrastructure. And we have spent, I think, around more than a year in overcoming all the obstacles and coming to a stage where we can confidently injection mold these products. Then we had to face some obstacles and embarrassments also along our journey. So I want to share a small story about how we met the hotel association and what were the reactions. Initially, when we gave samples to the hotel association members, the products were well appreciated, and they all said that this is a right market fit and all those things. But when it came to the pricing or the costing of the products, everybody went back, and because they were comparing the prices of our products with the low quality plastic which is available in the market, and it was really impossible for us at that point of time to match the prices with the plastic products. That is one thing. Then one more small story is when we with our products, with our product samples, when we visited a very popular coffee shop, they were initially again very well appreciated. I mean, our products were very well appreciated, but again, when it came to the costing, the reusability, and other properties of our products, they said a paper cup with a polyethylene coating inside they would prefer in front of our coffee products. The reason being, again, the usability and the cost involved. So that time we realized that people don't understand, or majority of them don't understand, what is biodegradability and what is the environmental impact the plastic is creating worldwide. So we had to convince people, we had to explain about biodegradability, and we had to explain the hazard of using plastic products and all those things. And for some of their applications, we had to again remodel our entire product and produce some sustainable products as well with coffee grounds. Next slide, please. So in our journey, we had to overcome some problems in the sense the products which we were actually injection molding, they had low strength, they used to break, they were very flexible, and we were not able to hold it in our hand with some liquid or hot liquid in it. And there was a leaching problem also, in the sense the coffee color and the aroma used to leach into the the water inside the material, inside our products. So all these problems, to overcome all these problems, we again did a small research, and then we had to overcome all these problems to make our products market fit. So next slide, please. So journey to the market, we have solved all the problems, we have patented the technology, we have a third-party evaluation of our products, we have given some samples to individuals as well, and also to businesses. we have got people's approval, and we are waiting for bulk orders. We have got some orders, but basically waiting for bulk orders. We are also come up with the technological applications of the material, and we are waiting for bulk orders there as well. Next slide, please. So recognitions and awards, this is pertaining to the nanocentrics in general. So we have picked up startup grants through NAVIC for the biodegradable tableware from Startup Karnataka for the food waste ink which we have developed. And the grant, the support the NAVIC team has given us is really commendable. And we have been motivated and encouraged to carry on with our product development and marketing the product as well. And Nanocentrics has got 2 patents, one for the printing ink from food waste, and one for the biodegradable tableware and packaging solutions. And also we have been listed as top 10 startups in the steel industry from a census worldwide in 2023. Next slide, please. So the outlook, tableware samples given to businesses outside country as well. Coatings, which I was mentioning as nano coatings, we are being supplying these coatings to the steel industry from quite a long time. Then specialty cement, we have got a validation, and we are signing an agreement with a big manufacturing company, concrete manufacturing company, Agarbatti, to be exported to Nepal. Smart coatings for automotive industries to be launched. Upcoming innovations, more innovative products are on its way, like medical sensors, TIM materials, strength enhancers, antimicrobial coatings, etc. So coming to the lessons learned, next slide, please. So from the journey so far, we have learned that flexibility is vital, adaptability is vital, resilience is essential, validation does matter at any point of time. Team and teamwork is everything. Focus is the key. Continuous learning is fundamental. Building relationships is critical. Financial management is crucial. And embracing failure as a stepping stone towards success is very, very essential. Also, we have to stay tuned to our vision. So these are the lessons learned. Next slide, please. Some helpful tips. I know that I'm not a very experienced person in the entrepreneurial journey to be giving everybody tips, but this is what I felt I should be giving the younger audience. Start with a passion, solve a problem, focus on the value creation, both content creation, innovation, and monetary value creation. Evolve, adapt, change, and then only we can survive. Focus on execution and implementation. Quality and service gives a great customer experience, and manage risks wisely. Next slide, please. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you, CCRI, for giving me an opportunity to talk about my products and my startup. I am open to take any questions.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. So dear participants, so now we are open for the questions.
Ashwik, can I add into
Yes.
Uma?
Yes, sir. Please, 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 sir.
Thank you. And Uma, I'm great for giving us some product towards coffee using our coffees. And
thank you so much.
Best part of coffee is coffee as in a product doesn't go waste in any point of time, right from the plant to its end journey. There is no wastage in coffee, and that's how the coffee startup life as well. when you enter into a coffee life, there is no point coffee lets you down. Coffee always makes you float in either place, so you can achieve what your goal is. But maybe once you are into a coffee field, don't expect a huge success the next day, but take things slow. Coffee will always be with everyone's journey, as in it refreshes everyone's morning. Coffee will always be with you forever. And
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I wanted to add this point.
No, thank you for your
And
Sorry.
for the bulk order part, maybe I might not be there as you expect the bulk order, but definitely I'll come down to JIC once and we'll have a word towards having an order, because I'm looking towards tableware. So
Okay.
let's have a collaboration there.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And the best
Looking
part
forward
of
to.
networking is this keeps the collaborations active in every part of the journey.
Yeah, thanks to CCRI.
Yes, thank you so much, CCRI team, and I'm grateful to be part of AIC CCRI's incubating.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yes, Aspik, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, sir. Thank you. Anyway, sir, actually, I'll start with my question actually. I just have a question for both of you. Like, what actually inspired you to start your entrepreneurial journey, and what keeps you motivated even today as well? For both of you. Yeah.
For me, it's always coffee. Coffee only starts everything, and coffee only keeps the passion running. And
Okay.
to be precise, it's as I said, I am a roaster from the family of 3 generations. So day in and day out, we see how they track around. So I wanted other few in the family, they got into engineering, went into work. Only I and one of my other brother wanted to stay here into the coffee field. So we wanted to take coffee forward. Whereas if we had stopped it, so the family legacy would have stopped about 14 years ago. So we wanted to continue this. This was our challenge. We wanted to grow. We wanted to show what experience we carry towards coffee.
Yeah. So basically in India, what happens is there's a lot of good research which happens in India, but this research doesn't reach the market. So our basic aim was to take the research to the market, and since we were into research and innovation, we thought this would be entrepreneurial journey would be the right path to take our research to the market, and this was the motivation behind all.
Dr. Roma?
Yes.
Yeah. How about the commercial part of it, ma'am, and if you don't mind, the tableware?
Yes, sir.
How's the pricing like?
Surprising, like right now it is to start with, we thought we will make this single use tableware, but we saw that this can be used several times. So the 100 ml cup will be around 12 rupees. So it is a little expensive than the plastic counterparts, because the plastic is made out of PP, which is around 80 rupees per kg, as if you think about the raw material cost. But my biopolymers, biodegradable polymers will be around 450, 500 rupees. So there comes the difference in the pricing. So when it comes to the final product, there is always it is priced at a higher value because of the raw material cost. So when I go in for bulk manufacturing, definitely I can bring down the pricing, sir.
How about when compared to Baga's tableware?
Bagas, yes, it is a little closer, but the other biodegradable tableware which are available in the market, yeah, we are on par with them, like the bamboos and all those things.
Good, ma'am. I'm an export consultant.
Okay.
Office in Middle East and other part of thing.
Okay, sir.
Anyway, I'll be in touch with you, ma'am, for future any products if required.
Definitely,
Sure.
sir. I have packaging solutions also, like packaging boxes for hot, cold, and materials. Leak proof also I can make. So we can discuss about this.
All right. Okay. Offline. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. This is Gansham here.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So, just to introduce myself, I'm a coffee planter by passion, and I also used to work with IBM, which has the largest, patent in the world.
Yes, sir.
I think this is just a question and a food for a thought. I was just wondering because I see the impeccable inventions that you've made over a period of time.
Yes, sir.
And the kind of the transformation you've shown in terms of the reusability. I was just wondering, see, there are a lot of inventions that happens in India.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't come to mainstream.
Yes, sir.
And as coming from a IT company and now being a coffee plantation, I see that there is a lot of gap in terms of the findings that is happening around and the thing that a person knows, right?
Very true,
Because
sir.
this is an eye opener for me because the kind of inventions that you've done. Probably, I was just expecting this to happen in a third world country, but it has happened here.
My
So
God, it's my pleasure, sir.
I was just wondering, how do we kind of, identify these kind of inventions that has happened across India, and how do we be in par with, what is being, found here? Is there any platform?
Sir, I really cannot directly answer your question, but yes, there are many startups who are striving to bring innovations to the market, and providing a platform for them would be really helpful in terms of identifying these startups and getting them orders, helping them to get orders and taking their products to the market. But yes, sir, I really don't know how to answer your question, the other part, wherein you said, how do we as a customer identify these innovative products? Yes, startups are attending these conferences, these, what do you say, the startup innovation platforms and portraying their products and all. Maybe a little time will definitely bring these to the, give them the visibility, sir, required visibility.
Thank you, ma'am. Maybe in case if you come across anything, then you can share it across the group. But ideally
Yes, sir.
now, the only way that we kind of go through is maybe some of the channels, right? Like Shark Tank and things like that.
Correct,
But
sir.
it really doesn't cover everything because see, I think the example yours only
Yes, sir.
because you have not come into the Shark Tank and we are not aware of it, right, in the first place. So,
Correct, sir. Correct.
so there is a lot of gap in between the know-hows here.
Yes, sir. Yes, that is true. But websites is one way of getting visibility, and yeah, many people are contacting through the website and making inquiries to the innovative products. And also, one more thing is, industries are approaching with their problems to be solved, and we take them as consultancy problems. And then when it comes to manufacturing, I take it from my company. So that is also possible.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Ritika. Ma'am, I wanted to know that it was mentioned in the presentation that the printing ink is obtained from fried food.
Yes.
So how do you get the fried food, the raw material for it to prepare
Yeah.
printing ink?
Yeah, it's a good question. Actually, the food industry which prepare these namkeens, the karabundi and all those things, they end up with a lot of those black residue in the oil. So this is actually discarded. And when I went to some food industry, I found a heap of this black residue lying outside. And the people from the industry also did not know how to discard this, because this is a material which clogs the drain, so they cannot directly put it into the drain. And these are the carbonaceous material which cannot be landfilled also. So looking at this problem, I thought I will convert this into valorize this basically, and I have tie-ups with these um, food processing industries, and this raw material is available in abundance.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. This is
Yes.
Jaya.
Good
I
morning.
have a small note, ma'am.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
please.
how did you approach fundraising for your business, and what advice would you give to enterprises seeking investment and all?
Yeah. See, they call for seed things, so you have to apply to these calls, and you have to have a innovative product. Then only you will be able to convince the funding agency, and definitely the funding agency acknowledge these innovative products and products which make a very good impact on the society, and they definitely encourage startups with such products. So you have to keep looking for these calls, and then try to uh, what do you say, prove yourself.
So we need to propose our idea to them before
Yes.
getting fund.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you for highlighting the challenges which you have faced. I think that was very important for all of us to, understand that, we can overcome them. My
Correct.
question is very simple. See, like you have mentioned, the costing is where, people back out, right? How do you plan on, because your sourcing itself is going to be more cost, and your technologies, I'm sure, is of a very high costing, it has a lot of operational costs. So how do you, bargain at the end customer cost, where your customers are not ready to pay the amount, even though there is a lot of value?
Yeah. So basically, I'm focusing on B2B, wherein the companies, I'm waiting for, as I told you, a bulk order. So once a bulk order is obtained or received, then definitely drastically I can bring down the pricing, because the costing of a single product depends on the number of products we produce, number of pieces we produce. So one bulk order will definitely bring down the pricing of of all my products.
Okay, thank you. I had one more question to Akshay sir.
Yes.
You said that you had this a card type of thing running. So how did you what was your cost of client acquisition? Wasn't it very high for your operational costs? Or how did you work through that?
Yeah, to be frank, it was very low cost acquisition cost compared to what we usually do on the retail market. So when I put across, say, have to pay for a retail store, an advance we have to pay in, we have to pay for an staff to maintain, we have to pay monthly rentals there. But whereas when we go on a truck, and initially it was a diesel truck, but where we are planning for an EV now, so the entire diesel cost will come down, and rather than paying the rent, the vehicle is your own, so you're cutting down your operational cost there, and you already have to have a staff, so for that you have a driver there, and he will in turn also act as an a staff person who can prepare the coffees, so that will help us in managing, and it will give us an, more towards reaching the other places. So where you say a brick and mortar store is completely stagnant for a reach of about maybe say 300 houses altogether around. But whereas when you are on a truck or in a movable vehicle, so you can reach across. There is no limitation. You can attend 10 customers a day, or you can attend 100 customers a day, depending on your speed and accuracy. You can manage through your journey.
Yeah, I think that it makes a lot of sense. Then one more question. do you need any special permissions when you operate such kind of a movable truck or food truck apart from the regular FSSI and other?
Got it. So in as per FSSI, there is one license to be attached, or when you are taking license, you have to take it for vending machines or run food cart. So that is also there. That is an added thing. And then when it comes to regular judiciary, I don't think there is any restrictions or permissions they have put across. So where we see a street vendor, they don't have any licensing or any restrictions allowed. But in our case, we are not going stopping somewhere and doing a promotional activity. We go to your place, a residential area or an apartment complex, where there is no restrictions as such into the government front. So since we already have, will also carry our trade license. So saying that we are trading only this kind of product, and also we carry our food license as well, saying that what are the food products we are running around. So as per since we are working in Bangalore, I don't think BBMP has any restrictions as a food truck as in now, but nobody is sure when there will be some restrictions coming up, or when there is an differences through BBMP is turning up. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Any other question?
Very good morning to both the speakers. Hello, ma'am. This is Vaishnavi here, an intern at AIC.
Good morning, Vaishnavi.
Yeah, please. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Uma, ma'am, I had a question for you
Yes.
regarding the nanoparticle topic. Ma'am, what are the primary factors that influence the biodegradation of nanoparticles, ma'am, in the environment?
Pardon, please come in.
Biodegradation.
Biodegradation
Yes, ma'am.
of nanoparticles and suspended in air, is it?
In the environment, ma'am, in general environment.
Yes, this is a okay. When you say environment, you can include air, water, soil, and there are so many factors which influence degradation of these nanoparticles. Sorry. It can be UV radiation, it can be light, it can be see this is if you ask a specific question, I'll be able to actually explain you in detail, but there are so many factors which can influence degradation of these nanoparticles. These nanoparticles are very reactive, in the sense the surface to volume ratio, as you see, is very high. The aspect ratio is very high. They are very reactive, and you can introduce some materials which can encapsulate these nanoparticles and which can degrade them, remediate them. So it depends on where you are considering these nanoparticles to be suspended. Hope I answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible, please.
Hello, sir. I'm Shivam, an intern here at AIC. Even I had a question to ask. That is, what marketing tactics have you found out most effective in case, like in order to target your audience?
So for me, as of now, it's again the regular social media kinds, Instagram and WhatsApp, and the best of all, what we see is about networking. So you have an we at AIC we have a regular networking meeting going on. So where I come in, I pitch myself. I have about 30 seconds, 1 minute to pitch in. So last Thursday, where I attended the networking meeting. I had a turnaround of about 4 inquiries from there. So it's all about connecting. And we have our one of the participants, Mr. Namit, who is in Goa. So we had a talk with him like about a year ago or 2 years ago as such. But now we are started to being in collaboration mode. So I am sending him the roasted seeds for him. So he is helping out. And we have our few vendors. I have my mentors as well on the parchment list. So it's all about networking and collaborations where we come around. So as a front end towards B2B sector to C, and for B2C sector to C, it's again towards marketing through all these media channels like WhatsApp or Instagram, and more keeping the promises upright to deliver to the customer. If I say I'm delivering it to him fresh ground coffees, and if I say I'm only adding 20% of chicory, or if I say if I'm sending him only 100% of Arabica seeds, so I have to be ethical in my part, give them the right coffees what they have asked, give them the right proportions what they have given. Once we do that, they have a confidence. They are our best marketers. The one customer is our best marketer to attend 10 more customers. So trust is one factor, and delivery lines and keeping the promise up is the best thing what I would say the best marketing for me is.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
So any more questions from the participants?
One last question to Akshay sir.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the best way to store coffee beans, roasted coffee beans, to prolong its life?
Best way to store is to keep it in an airtight container. You don't have to keep it in a refrigerator, or you don't have to keep it in a freezer. It doesn't make sense keeping it in a freezer. I always say keep it in an airtight container. Only open it when it is required. The best use is always grind your coffees fresh. If you want to consume your coffee in the morning, and even if it is a roasted coffee of like 7 days or 8 days old, but keep it in an airtight container, you will grind it when you need your coffees to use. So that's when you get the best aromas for the coffee.
For commercial purpose?
Yeah, for commercial purpose also, if I say if I'm grinding the powder, or if you in size only asking about the coffee beans, use a thick layer of packaging. Let's say now what we use about somewhere around 210 microns of thickness car. So maybe that is helpful for you to sustain. And as in, I am not sure about one-way valve, but market is towards one-way valve, but I don't like or recommend towards having a one-way valve for my coffees, because it constantly oozes out the uh, 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 what we say the air in the coffees. And there are experts here who can even answer that question. If somebody can answer towards that one, even when Uma ma'am can answer me that question in managing, how do we manage uh, coffees for freshness by inputting in the packaging system. You are on mute, Uma.
I have no, I mean, not much knowledgeable about the handling coffee and all those things. I only know how to manage the residue. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Maybe you can work on packaging as well, ma'am, for coffee, especially coffee.
Yeah, I have
Next,
packaging solutions. The packages, the boxes also give coffee aroma. So that way the original aroma can be protected, I feel.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. And all my products, basically the coffee cups in general, they give a very good coffee aroma. And when I'm injection molding the products also, the entire industry is filled with coffee aroma.
Then
That is
we
the
need to visit the industries, ma'am. We would like to aromas.
yeah.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Divya.
Thank you.
So any more questions from the participants?
Namit has a question on the chat box for
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
I think he's on mute. Yeah, Namit is asking, ma'am, a question. Are your for your patents, I guess. What are they for, and do you find them helpful from business perspective?
Yes, definitely. One is for the biodegradable tableware with coffee grounds, which I'm working and which I spoke about. The second one is for the preparation of printing ink from food waste. So I have to protect my products. I have to protect my innovation. I have to protect my technology. So patent definitely helps in protecting all these things. And the valuation of the product goes up when you have a patent on it. If you want to say, for example, make a TOT of your product to a business, then the valuation of the product goes up when you have a patent. So for both protection of your technology and for the valuation of your product, patents are required.
I guess Divya has a question for me.
Yes.
Yes, Divya, we can. The best way for you to learn roasting as a newbie, is to attend AIC sessions and be a part of AIC's pre-incubation thing. And also there are courses from Coffee Board. We have a course as Kapi Shastra, where few of the prominent coffee roasters are there as our mentors who can teach you about roasting and give you a best insights as well. And to be frank, if you have any requirement, I can personally help you out. Thank you.
Thanks, Akshay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Any more questions? Yeah. So I think it's already time also. Like we're done. We're at the end of the session. So dear participants, especially first, I'd like to thank Uma ma'am and sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful session. And hope you have answered all the questions of the participants. And dear participants, just to add on to this, we at AIC CCRI CED, Atal Incubation Center Coffee Board, so have many such programs lined up, especially to support the startups related to coffee. So in upcoming days, we have a market access webinar as well. And also now we are open for the applications. We are actually open for the applications for this incubation services as well. Okay, that you can see in the chat box as well. Okay, so other than that, we have our feedback form link also is being shared in the chat box. Okay, so if there are anything related to coffee, if you have any idea, any such ideas, or if you already have a prototype ready, you can definitely apply to our incubation services and avail the services whatever that are available in our incubation center. Sorry. Okay. Vaishnavi, shall we go on for the vote of thanks?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
A very good afternoon, everyone. I extend our sincere gratitude to Mr. Akshay and Ms. Uma for enlightening session on Venture Spark Startup Stories webinar series. On behalf of AIC CCRI CED, we thank you for sharing your expertise and passion for entrepreneurship. Your valuable contributions are deeply appreciated, and we look forward to future collaborations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And dear participants, we have also shared the newsletter there in the chat box, so you can just click the link to just access it. Okay. Thank you very much, both of you and dear participants. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone for listening to us for so long. Thanks.
Thank you.